Okay, so for this video we're going to start teaching you how to create your teaching portfolio. And so what you're going to need to do to get started is you're going to go to a web browser like Safari, and we're going to open that up. And you're going to go to tc.bsu.edu/portfolio. That's our portfolio help website. And right down here it says creating your portfolio part 2. Go ahead and click that. Right here you'll have written instructions, but I want to direct your attention to where it says click here to download the portfolio template. This is what's going to get you started, so you'll want to click that and you'll see it go to your downloads folder there. And so you can access your downloads folder in Finder and click downloads, and there's portfolio stuff. And the first thing you want to do is you want to click on it once and then drag it over to your documents. You don't want to leave it in downloads, you want to put it in documents. So now I moved it to my documents, and there's the folder, and I'm going to click on it, and right here is this teaching portfolio file, and that's what you want to click on. So we're going to click on that. It's going to open Rapid Weaver. It may give you this document upgrade. That's okay, just click OK. And here we go. So this is a Rapid Weaver page that we've started for you, and this is just going to get you started in creating your teaching portfolio. Over here you've got this in-task principles page, and there's a little arrow right here. So if you don't see these in-task pages listed, it might be because that arrow is closed. Just go ahead and click it open so you can see all those. And what we've got to do is we've got to create the various in-task pages. So we've started you off with 6, then we put 2 blank pages there, and we need 10 total. So the first thing you need to do is you need to change the names of these untitled pages right here. This one should be in task 7. So if you double click it, you'll be able to type there. We'll call it in task 7. And then this one is in task 8. And we need to add 2 more pages. So to add pages, you go up here to the Add Page button, click it, and you'll scroll down till you see Styled Text. And that's the page you need to add. So there's one more. We'll call that in task 9. And one more styled text page. And this one's called in task 10. Okay, so we've got our 10 in task pages now. Now if you look at the main in task principles page, you've got the 10 principles listed there. And we've created some hyperlinks for you. In other words, when your instructor views this page, if they click on Principle 1, it's going to take them to the in-task 1 page. So we need to link these other principles to their pages over here. So here's Principle 7. If we highlight that text and we click the little link button, you click that, and instead of where it says URL, you'll click there, and you want it to go to a page. And the page you want it to go to is under in-task principles, and that's in task 7. So you'll click that and you'll hit Set Link. And now we've made the link. You'll do the same thing for the next 3 principles. Okay, so all our pages are now linked with their principles. So our next step is to do the site setup, and to do the site setup you click this little wrench icon right here that says setup, and the title says my website. You'll want to change that to your name, and you might put teaching portfolio. And then the slogan, it says changing the world. You want to get rid of that, and you'll want to put Ball State University. And then where it says footer, you'll want to change all that to the proper year. So you'll put 2013 is the year right now. The email address, you'll just uncheck that box. And for the web address, you'll leave that HTTP the colon and slash, and just put your username .iweb.bsu.edu, and then you'll hit OK. Okay, so now let's talk about what you're going to put on each of these in-task pages. So here I'm clicked on the main in-task principles page. And if you click on any of the in-task pages, they're blank. And the first thing we need to get on them is the actual principle, which is right here. So what I want you to do is I want you to actually copy this text, all of it, right there, Principle 1 all the way down to where it says View Artifacts and Rationales. So we'll right-click to copy, and then we'll click on in task 1, and you need to click in the white space. And don't just paste it. This is what we teach. It's really important to get your portfolio to publish on the internet correctly. You need to go up to Edit, and you need to say Paste as plain text. So this takes out all the formatting, and it just puts the text right there very plainly. So that way there's no issues when it comes to publishing. Okay, so I just pasted Principle 1 and the principle itself. And then what you'll do is you'll hit enter a couple of times. And then you're going to go back to the main page, and you're going to copy all of these and paste them into their proper page, making sure that you paste as plain text. Okay, so you'll do that for all 10 of those. Okay, so now we've pasted all 10 principles onto each page. And the next step is you should have a reflection that needs to be pasted probably into in-task 1. And so what you're going to do is each instructor will have you write a reflection about this in-task principle. So a reflection is basically like a testimony of your understanding of the principle, okay? And each instructor is a little different on what they want, so make sure you pay attention to your instructor on what kind of reflection they want you to create. And by the end of your career here, your undergraduate career, you should have 4 reflections pasted for each in-task principle. So each page will have 4 different reflections. Okay? So you've probably typed up your reflection in like Microsoft Word, okay? That's what I've done here. I've got kind of a little mock reflection. I'm going to go to Finder, and I'm going to go to Documents. And it's a good idea to keep all of your documents that relate to your portfolio in the Portfolio Stuff folder. That's what I've got. So I click on my Portfolio Stuff folder, and there's my foreign language reflection. And I'm going to double click on it and open it up. And there it is. And so I've got the title of the class, maybe a title of the reflection, and then there's the reflection itself. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy that text. I'm going to highlight it all. I'm going to copy. And then I'm going to go back to my Rapid Weaver here. And I'm going to click. And then I'm going to go up to Edit. I'm going to paste as plain text. Make sure you always paste as plain text. And there it is. There's my reflection for Foreign Language 101. And so you'll do the same for whatever class you're in. You'll title it, title the reflection, and then paste the reflection right there. Okay, the last step is to select a theme. And so remember, if you go down here to the little edit button and you slide it over, you can see what your web pages are going to look like. And you can change the theme. And so up here you hit the Themes button, and you can select different themes. And you'll notice that depending on the theme, the location of your in-task principle links change. So like with this theme here, the in-task principles page is up here, and you can kind of click the different pages and see what those look like. There's the principle. But if I change the theme, the pages might be over here, but it's all going to be basically the same. Your instructor should be able to see your in-task principles main page, and then the 10 individual pages. Okay, so select a theme that works for you. Once you've done that, you can click the Themes button again, and it'll drop that menu away, and you can publish. And so to publish, you'll hit this little Publish button right here, and it'll ask if you want to save, and you will want to save it. And then it's going to bring up the server options. And so for server, you're going to put your username. Mine is mwparsley. And then you'll put .iweb.bsu.edu. And then for username, you'll put your username again. And then you enter your Ball State password. And for path, you're going to want to put Teaching Portfolio. Okay, Teaching Portfolio, no spaces. And then you can just click Publish. And you'll see it go across there, and if you get this green check mark, that means you published successfully. You can just hit OK. Okay, so if you want to view your teaching portfolio online, go to a browser. I'm going to use Safari, and you'll open a new window. And then to view it, you just type in your username, mwparsley.iweb.bsu.edu, and then you're going to put a slash, and you're going to type in teaching portfolio and hit enter. And so here's my teaching portfolio. If I click in task principles, I can click in task 1. There's my principle, and there's my first reflection. So you can view your web page actually in a browser now since you've published it.